This week on Pop Fiction, bustin', busters, bust-ups, and a lot more. I like the alliteration.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm always a fan.
Okay, this is 252 Pop Fiction, where you'll find all the news and reviews in pop culture that's right to type. Today's top story. Prior to the March 20th release, because today's now, whatever. But prior to the release, Disney Plus's upcoming animated series, XMen 97, has fired Bo DeMaio, the showrunner and executive producer. Before leaving, DeMaio finished work on X-Men 97, seasons 1 and 2.
I hope he blew up the spot when he left with, fuck you, fuck you.
And then he did the, and who's coming with me?
Who's coming with me?
He had his moment.
Has it come out why he was fired?
Mm-hmm. Other than creative differences, no. But he already had finished up work on 1 and 2, and I don't know however many seasons they were going to go further than that, because the original series went 7 seasons?
7 seasons, yeah. You know what, if he wasn't black, I'd ask what he did, but you know why they fired him. JB, thoughts?
I never watched the original. I didn't know there were that many seasons of it.
Of the original?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
Well, the show started in, I want to say 1993? 92? 92 is when it started? I thought it was 93.
It might be 93, I don't know. Don't hold me.
And what ran
Maybe
to,
even 94.
Ran to 97?
No. It ran in real time to like 98, 99?
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I should do some research on that.
Yeah, no, it ran to like 97.
That's
like
why
to-
they're calling this
Yes,
X-Men
97.
97.
I'd like to
Because it
watch
takes place
the
in
original
97.
show.
Well, if you have Disney Plus, it is actually streaming now on Disney Plus, the original series.
Or if you have a
Okay.
friend that has a server, it could be on that.
I have Disney Plus.
I got Plex.
Shout out to Plex.
After receiving favorable reviews in the days leading up to its premiere, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire opened with a 44% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with a lower score than all the preceding films in the franchise. This breaks all existing records for the film series.
So it breaks records for being low? It breaks low records?
The low records, yes.
Wow.
Even the one that was panned by all the toxic masculinity of the full, all the
Ghostbusters Answer the Call.
Yeah, was that what that was called?
Right here.
I'm just saying.
You should know this. Being a fan of the...
I saw the movie, and I remember enjoying the movie, saying, this is not that bad. I don't know why everybody's tripping. Bill Murray came back.
Yeah.
I want to say
Sigourney
Ernie
Weaver
Hudson
was there.
Sigourney Weaver.
And Dan Aykroyd was in the movie.
You talking about Ghostbusters 2?
No. We're talking about Ghostbusters 3. With the ladies.
With the ladies.
Oh,
Answer the Call.
That was better than this one that just came out, I'll tell you that much. If I had a choice of watching either one, I'd watch the one with the...
So what was it about this one that fell for you?
I knew what was going to happen. Everybody in the audience knew, except the Ghostbusters. And there was a painful hour at least of them trying to figure out the painfully obvious. And you just want to grab them by the ears. It's in the ball, you idiot!
It was the Dukes.
Yeah,
it was the Dukes.
It's like, people walked out. At least 5 people walked out when I was watching it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was with my little 9-year-old nephew.
Yeah.
He walked out?
No, he didn't want. That's why I stayed. I probably would have walked too. But when we left, even he said, if that ghost was so powerful, so why did it only take like 5 minutes to kill him? I said, well, it was about a 15-minute scene. And I agree with you. That was pretty stupid.
But the comedy was great, though, leading up to it.
No, that's a problem. It's like I told you guys, what you saw in the previews were the funniest parts of the movie.
No, and those
they were not funny.
It was very mild.
Yeah, it was. I was like, wow. There's no humor. There was only one slightly clever quip that Bill Murray made about, you saw in the previews, there's tall, dark, and horny. That's probably the best line in the movie. It's just, you watch it, you're waiting for something to happen. I'm telling you, be patient because it's not coming until the very end. I'm surprised they didn't kill him during the credits.
Can't wait to see. You know what? Now that would have been funny if it led all the way up to killed him during the closing credits.
And then
That would be
for the rest
hilarious.
of the movie, they're just like this. The actors are sitting at a round table, and they're just sitting there watching the audience.
Also, when are they going to retire? Good grief, man. There's like 15 Ghostbusters now.
Oh man!
And they keep adding to the numbers.
I feel like it's a universe.
Yeah, it's going to be a universe all in that one little firehouse.
GCU, huh? A Holmby Hills property connected to hip-hop entrepreneur Sean Diddy Combs and his production firm was seized by Homeland Security agents. Damn! Although the precise cause of the raid was unknown, I think we know. Combs has recently been linked to legal issues such as litigation pertaining to alleged sexual assaults and sex trafficking.
Yeah. So, did he do it?
Or did he not?
Or did he not? It's not looking good out there for Bad Boy as a staff, record label,
And as a crew.
This is sad. It's just it looks bad.
Right.
I know he's still innocent until proven guilty, but I feel like I think I read like even after I did this, it was like they hit homes in L.A., like Miami, and New York or
Looking
something
for
like
evidence,
that.
probably finding it.
I mean, they don't do a coordinated attack like that unless they're pretty.
Oh, if it's the feds, they know something.
They pretty
They
sure.
have to have court orders with probable cause to go walking into someone's house.
So
Right,
they already
but that
know
doesn't
something.
necessarily
It
mean
doesn't mean they're guilty.
that
It
they're
just means
guilty.
there's something there. It may not lead to guilt,
Yeah.
but there is something there. That's you can't just walk in,
Yeah.
say hello, I'm here, I'm taking your house.
And JB and I were talking before we started rolling. There's a certain level of narcissism that one can get to.
You mean like Diddy?
I'm just saying where you get to the point where there's nothing you do has any type of consequences.
No, first you get the money, then you
Yeah,
get the power.
I listened. Yeah, I actually listened to a doctor who was talking about Bill Cosby, and he said,
He still
he said
doesn't
the
think he did
most
anything.
dangerous part of narcissism is they believe that all their actions are justified.
Yes.
As long as they're doing it, it's okay and it's right.
It's okay, but
and
it's
it should
me.
be done.
Yeah. So we got a world full of billionaire jokers. Awesome.
It's a danger.
You know what the worst part is? Joker doesn't seem that bad.
Compared to what's going on in real life.
Yeah. This week's review,
Go with a smile.
Roadhouse, the 2024 edition. When former UFC fighter Dalton accepts a job as a bouncer at a roadhouse in the Florida Keys, he soon learns that this paradise is not quite what it seems.
I haven't seen this yet, but I would love to watch it.
I will say this with my non-spoiler review. I will start at the top where, as a direct remake of Roadhouse, there are some,
Some winks.
winks at the other one. Mostly, I think where this one differs from the 80s cult classic is it misses a lot of those 80s cheesy one-liners,
Right.
and things like that. And, there was...
You can't recreate that.
Yeah,
That
and
was a
it's
time.
kind
That
of
was a
hard to
moment.
recreate that. And also, I would even go a little further and say that you can tell this one had a bigger budget.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
I've seen
what
clips.
they use for their stunts and their fight scenes and the cinematography and how they were doing, the other movie didn't have that. So you had to act. So you had to have a little bit more heart. And then even the acting of them, it wasn't the greatest, but because, we all love Kelly Lynch, but come on. It's like watching paint dry.
Yeah.
But,
She was terrible. She was probably the weak link.
yes, of that cast, she was definitely
But she had a
the weak
great
link.
ass!
Yeah. And she was down to show it. So the doctor on this one shows you nothing. Don't think you're going to see any
How
of
are
that.
we so sanitized now?
But I will say this, Well, you see Conor McGregor's ass.
Oh,
a lot of it.
Oh,
I would have to say out of everybody in the whole movie, because
was he the most fun?
I knew going into this that he was going to be a terrible actor.
Yeah,
because he can only play one
he
character.
can play himself.
Him.
Yeah.
But
Did he do the walk?
oh my God, did he do the walk?
Okay.
He overacted and he hammed it up so much that it was enjoyable to watch his character. Yeah. And he's a little midget. He was acting all big and everything.
Yeah, that's what's funny about
Yeah.
that. In the promo, Jake Gyllenhaal is standing over Conor McGregor, so they can't use the classic line, "I thought you'd be taller."
Yeah, I thought you'd be bigger because he's much bigger.
'Cause he's bigger.
But it looked like Conor got enough steroids in him. He looks swolled up. So, I mean, but it looks like he had fun.
Well,
There
you
were
know
other
what?
people in the
I'll
cast
check it out.
like did a great job. There's one of the one of the goons, I guess, and the guy who he plays it so earnestly that it's just like, oh man, that guy is sweet. He's just with the wrong group of people.
they swayed him.
And he kind of did that with the other guy, with the
the
big
big
guy,
guy.
and
Yeah.
it was, a bear
A
fell
bear
off.
fell over.
Yeah. So you miss that, you know.
All
You
right.
do miss that. But the other things that they do, it was delightful. I mean, I give it maybe 152.
152, not 250.
One, not two. I'm not going to give it 252s, but I'll give it 152 because I also think Jake Gyllenhaal, I felt like
He's
he
good.
did
He's
a
always
good job with what they gave him, you know. There was just a lot of part of the story that
It's
you
like
just
when
had to make work in your head because it didn't
That's
translate.
That's like
well.
being born with a medium-sized penis, you know. Hey,
Yeah.
you got it. Work it.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, it's,
Do what you can.
I know you guys would be shocked to hear this, but I did not watch that movie.
I'm not.
I haven't seen it. I
You're
haven't seen it
reviewing. I know, but you're reviewing a movie I haven't seen.
But
when
you
does
know
that
what?
ever
Imagine
happen?
that.
But how about this? Did you see the original?
I saw the original, did not like it.
I think it.
What?
I think you need to.
Oh wait,
rewatch
hold
it.
on.
I didn't like the original.
That was a Patrick Swayze classic.
Yeah,
the
I
dancer
know. I know.
came out to fight.
I don't actually like many of Patrick Swayze movies. I think he's a good actor, but
Shut
I
your
did
mouth.
not like Ghost.
Great.
I did not like Roadhouse.
Point
What
Break.
else? What's it? Point
Break.
Break was awful.
Oh, you're just a hater, bro. Hey, send all your comments to John. John at what is your email?
My
How about
email
just-
is johnnyBlaze at thisemail.email.com.net.
Just send it to 252 care of Johnny Blaze because
Yeah.
you're trash. Those are all great.
Yeah.
Warriors! No, Wolverines. That's what it was.
Surf's Up. Jeez, what a stupid movie.
That was great, man. Great.
Can't believe you, man.
All right. What do we got?
Jamie remembers.
Go ahead. Let's go with
This
JP.
week, Jamie remembers Weebles.
Weebles.
In 1971, Hasbro released a toy of little action figures or cartoon figures that were shaped like eggs. They had a weight inside of them.
Oh, the Weebles will. What was it?
So-
the Weebles will topple. What
Weebles wobble,
but they won't fall down. That's
I remember.
your God.
Yeah. I'm reaching for this one.
Yeah. What were they of? What were the Weebles of?
Here's what's crazy is I never owned any.
I did.
My grandmother, who raised my cousin, she had the Disneyland set, like the most deluxe Weeble set they ever made, and all the Disney Weebles. And I used to play with that thing for hours. When I go over to my grandmother's house, I will play with the Weebles.
I had the treehouse set. Please have a graphic of the treehouse because I used to love turning it upside down. I did so much stuff with that. Oh man, that was like
Yeah,
have.
they had little slides. You drop it in and you go whoop.
Yeah.
It'd make a noise when they'd slide down. And
Shout out to my aunt. I would say the Weebles wobble, but they do fall down because when you tip them over and they just tipped over, that was good enough for me. When I was 5.
But then they
Good
came
enough for
right
me.
back up,
They
right?
did, but they did fall down, but come back up.
yeah. But that's all I got.
Yeah,
JP's
you
know what?
memory is
That's
getting
enough.
thin.
That's good.
That's enough.
I didn't remember.
Yeah, I remember.
You reached down deep for that one. Wow.
Well, speaking of reaching down deep, this week Ralphie D recommends Mystic Pizza.
Oh, ew.
Now, I want you to travel way back to the mid 80s. 3 teenage girls come of age while working at a pizza parlor in the Connecticut town of Mystic. Starring...
Julia Roberts. That's the only thing I know about this movie is that was her.
You don't remember
star.
Annabeth Gish and Lily Taylor being in this movie?
I didn't watch the movie.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
Hell no.
well, that's why I'm trying to recommend it to you.
I started watching it a long, long time ago, and I remember saying, "Yeah, I'm bored," getting up and leaving.
Young, handsome Vincent D'Onofrio, which is weird to say.
You know what's funny about Vincent D'Onofrio? He put on that weight for Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, never
But
take
in
it off.
Adventures of Babysitting, he was Thor.
He was Thor, yeah, that's right.
And I was like, man, what a change! I guess
He was
put on the
even
weight,
skinnier in
never
Mystic
lost it.
Pizza. And this movie
But
is
then he
good.
gained weight to be Edgar.
Yeah.
Or is it an Edgar suit?
Pile.
Private Pal. Anyway, check it out. I mean, it's a young lady rom-com kind of deal, but I was enraptured. The characters were great. It stars a character from Melrose Place that was weird to see early.
Grant Show?
No. No, it was a boyfriend.
Doug Savant?
No, not a main character. He was a
Thomas Calabro.
not a main character.
Oh.
I can't even tell you his name, but he played Keith on the show, the one who blew his head off because when he was dating
I didn't watch it.
He was dating Allison. You know what I'm talking about.
I didn't watch
Dating
it.
Allison.
I didn't watch the
Allison
show.
rejected him. She was supposed to move with him up to the Pacific Northwest, and she left him.
I don't
and
know.
he shot himself in the head.
Never heard of it.
On the telephone while talking to her. Don't tell me you don't remember
Jesus
that.
Christ. That feels like that would have
Spoiler alert.
That would have stayed with you.
I'm Ralphie D, and that's news to me.
I'm Cool Water Kurt. That's my story, and I'm sticking
You know
to
what?
it.
That pizza didn't look that good in Mystic Pizza, but they got a glowing review by a fake reviewer on the show. It was something. We'd like to hear what you think. Leave us a comment down below. Let your opinion be heard.
I remember the movie poster. It was pizza, and then the cheese went at the end of Mystic Pizza.
Yeah.
Went into that. And if you like this video, please check out other videos on our channel.
You know what I remember about Mystic Pizza?
What?
Absolutely nothing.
You gotta see it.
Yeah, it won't happen. I'm JB, and this is 252 Pop Fiction, where you hear it.
First.
Mystic Pizza.
Adonis, pull yourself together.